Hi, and welcome to FranTastic InSights. My name is Melissa Blum, and I'm the VP of Franchise Expansion for FranServe, the world's largest franchise consulting and expansion organization. Our mission is to connect aspiring entrepreneurs with life-changing franchise opportunities. And today I'm very excited to introduce you to Agnes Mauro. She is the CEO of One River School. This innovative franchise brand is making a real impact on local communities with 15 locations already open in 6 states. So, welcome, Agnes. Thanks for joining me today.
Melissa, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, One Rivers just joined us at FranServe a few months ago, and I'm already hearing some really great buzz about it. But for someone hearing about your brand for the very first time, tell us a little bit about the story behind One River. What inspired it, and what were you hoping to achieve?
Absolutely. Well, so at One River School, we teach art and design to all ages, and it's really just the most creative place in your community. But the story behind One River really started when Matt Ross, our founder, who was the CEO of School of Rock and helped grow that brand to what's now over 400 locations, found that there was a huge gap in the arts and in the creative education space as well. And so, taking a lot of his knowledge from the music education space into One River, founded this company. We started in Englewood, New Jersey, with our first location. I was employee number one 15 years ago. So we've been in business for 15 years, and it's always been our mission to really help young people, really people of all ages, do really creative things. That's drawing, painting, digital art, animation. We teach such a wide array of in the creative fields, and I feel like our timing right now is so important with all the changes that people are going through, from career opportunities to AI impacting our world, and really trying to figure out, how important creativity is to supporting young people and also adults as we age. So we have just an amazing product menu. A couple things that we do that I think is really interesting is it's a monthly membership. So rather than paying for like a semester class or one-off workshops, our customers, our members become recurring monthly subscribers, and which makes a great monthly revenue stream for our franchisees, makes for great unit economics, and it's been really important to helping the brand grow and for us to have these really successful locations that we currently own and operate, many of them, and some franchise partners.
Perfect. So, what do you think the biggest thing that really differentiates One River from anyone else that might be in your category?
Well, I think the all ages thing, I know I said that before, but
Mhm.
it's so important because
It
there are
is.
a lot of places in many of our communities, lots of mom and pops, lots of creative centers, lots of art schools, and they mostly serve kids. And our sweet spot is certainly we do an amazing job with our kids' students, but we also have a really robust teen program and an adult program. And so helping those all ages really study here is really wonderful. And it also means we don't just have after school programs and weekend programs, but we also fill our daytime hours with adults coming here, whether it be seniors and folks of all adults of all ages who study here. So I think that differentiator is really important. The other thing I'll mention is we have built, because we've been operating for 15 years, we have over 2,000 lesson plans that we authored through our educators, through our teaching artists, and they are exceptional. So the actual curriculum itself, the IP of One River is so important. And it's what franchisees get when they join One River. They get access to this unbelievable lesson plan roadmap that helps them just deliver amazing experiences to their students in each of their locations. So I think that's really important. But the third one that I'll name is our technology, because
Mm.
technology is so important. Today we have developed our own app. that helps serve both our employees and our members and students. And it helps manage everything from check-in into your classes, running reports, managing customer service and the experience and the communication between our members and our employees. And so that's a huge differentiator for the brand as well.
Absolutely. So you probably already touched on a few of them, but what do franchisees tend to really love the most about being part of One River?
Well, I think our culture is really amazing. It's been my as CEO, it's been one of my really most important like pillars in running the company has been to make it a place where people love to come to work, a place where our franchisees are really proud to be a part of this community. And we do that through, making every day fun. Like we work hard. And
Mhm.
so the day-to-day work has to also be fun. We have to work with people we really enjoy spending a lot of time around. We have to really also feel like we're really making a significant impact in the communities that we serve and helping people. And I think that that culture is so important. And we have a very high standard for excellence. So we know that like great results require really hard work, and we're not shy about that. And I think that that helps to build a community where everyone's kind of all in, and that all in culture is a big part of this.
Absolutely. So who is your ideal franchisee? What kind of qualities and personality traits really do you look for that will help someone be successful with One River?
Yeah, I think some folks who maybe are considering a One River school, being a franchisee, might think they have to be an artist or
Mhm.
an art educator. And I think it's so important that that's not the profile. You don't have to be an artist or an art teacher to own an art school. What we're really looking for is people who are arts advocates who love the arts, who are passionate about art. But that doesn't mean you have to be a great painter, a great drawer. It typically folks who really thrive in our franchise program are entrepreneurs and business folks who have been in the corporate space and maybe are ready to either be their own boss or really love their community and want to give back to their community and want to also own and operate a successful business in that community that does something they're passionate about. So I think it's just so important. You don't have to be an artist to own a One River school. That's
Yeah.
that's not a winning formula.
I'm
We
glad you cleared up that myth because I'm sure it's something you hear quite a bit, isn't it?
absolutely.
All right. So from signing, the franchise agreement up until opening your doors, what does that process look like? How's the long is the timeline? What kind of things does One River help with, and how does that training look?
Absolutely. Yeah. So these are brick and mortar schools that you're building. So site selection in the early stages is really important. You want to find a great location. It's got to be an area where there's like a good traffic going by, a beautiful space. So we typically look for spaces that are about like 2,700 square feet. And it takes about 6 months from about signing a franchise agreement to getting open. And a lot of that time is spent in construction and site selection and making this facility, because the facilities are really beautiful in which we operate. We have a gallery in our lobby where we show professional art. We have these beautiful studios and a digital lab. And so constructing this facility is a really important piece in that early stage. So that's a big part of the early development, and then enrolling students. So we really believe that a great pre-sale before you open is a winning formula. We want our franchisees to be making money months 1 and 2, not year 1 and 2. So
Mhm.
we want to get you to as many members on day one as possible, leading up to your grand opening. And we're doing that through our pre-sale. So there's a lot of great marketing that we support our franchisees with. We have an amazing marketing toolkit. So everything from meta ads and Google search and Performance Max, we really help you design an amazing marketing campaign to get a lot of new students enrolled on day one. So yeah, that's kind of the that 6 month window into getting open and of course hiring and training. One of the things I'm really proud of is the training program we built for our new franchisees. We invite the manager and the owner and the director of education. So three folks come to One River in New Jersey and actually go through a full week of training. And that's everything from shadowing our classes, doing some role play, really having some lecture-based component training as well, and a lot of time with our leadership team spent as well, so that you can really understand the culture that we want you to create in your One River School as well. So I'm really proud of what we've done there to help people be successful. And that's, I feel like my job is to help other owners of One River School build amazing businesses in their communities. So all of my time is spent on helping others do that.
Sounds good. So, as far as territories where you're looking to expand, I know you started in New Jersey, my home state as well.
Yeah.
So, where are you really, do you have your eyes on any certain areas of the country that you're really looking for your next candidates?
Yeah. Yeah, so we have most of our locations today are in New Jersey, Long Island, New York, Westchester. We are opening a handful of schools in the Dallas, Fort Worth area over the next year. And I think that the key markets that I'm really looking to grow in are the suburbs around some of the like top metros from Philly, Boston, a couple in California, around Houston, around Austin. So, we really thrive. One River thrives in these suburban markets where there's lots of families, there's lots of interest in enrichment programs.
Mhm.
But we can franchise in about, I think, 48 states right now.
Okay.
So in terms of where we're registered, we can really bring One River School to almost everywhere in the country right now. But I think those markets that I named are probably like the hot spots
Okay.
where I'm hoping we open really soon.
Yeah, good information. So, people looking for a new business, they've got a lot of choices. Why do you think One River really deserves a spot on their shortlist?
Well, I think creativity is one of the most essential skills for the future. And I
Hmm.
think parents are recognizing that and investing in creativity for their children. Arts education has been cut from public schools across the country and
Right.
private schools. And I think that parents are looking for a way to fill their weekends and their kids' time after school with things that are going to help them succeed in the future.
Mhm.
And there's no better investment than creativity today for those young people. And then when I think about adults, I love the work that Huberman has done on neuroplasticity and on brain development. And one of the things that I've seen a lot of adults gain from an experience at One River is um, is really thinking about your brain as like a muscle that you have to
Mhm.
practice.
Right.
And as whether as folks retire and stop engaging in things that are really challenging their brain, I think finding moments and places where you can go, where you can challenge yourself to think creatively and think differently, have social experiences as well is so
Mhm.
important. So I'm fascinated by the research happening on both creative development and neuroplasticity. And I think that One River really helps adults in that way too. And then I might just add one more, and that is like the importance of experiential services and just having like social experiences today, right? Where we spend so much time on our phone, teenagers spend so much time on their phones,
Yeah.
and parents are looking for things where their kids can go and make friends and talk to people um, and just develop their identity as well.
Absolutely. I love that you're also serving the senior community because I know there's kind of a loneliness epidemic happening, especially among our seniors. And so to have something like this that brings them together is really special.
I love
So
that.
yeah,
Absolutely. I'll also just mention that, a
yeah,
lot of our adult students who study here, they're friends, they come to
they hang
class
out
together,
outside
they
of class.
socialize. Yes, they go get brunch after class. Like
I love that.
that's that real feeling of community that we create, that our places create for
That's
people.
really special. It really is. So you gave us so much good information, but for our folks that are watching today and they're wondering, is this the right opportunity for me? What's one thing we can leave them with?
I think if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
That's
And
absolutely it.
I think that, to have an opportunity to build a business in your community where you love to show up every single day, where you get to see the smiles on the parents' faces, the kids' faces, the adults, and see that the work you're putting in is making such a positive impact is it's a privilege to
Mm.
have that opportunity. It's a privilege to be in my role and to help people do that for their communities. So that's that's why I do what I do.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to end it. So thank you so much, Agnes. FranServe is thrilled to have One River as a partner, and together we can help more people to achieve their dreams through franchise ownership. To our viewers today, thanks so much for joining us on this edition of FranTastic Insights. Stay tuned as we've got more amazing conversations coming your way with innovative franchise brands that are shaping the future of franchising. And until then, we hope you all have a fantastic day.
Thank you.